Imagine having less than $1 in your bank account, and one day becoming a billionaire, not a millionaire, a billionaire. Private jets, global brands, business empires. That kind of transformation feels almost impossible. But for some celebrities, it's real. They didn't just rise to fame, they built financial dynasties from nothing. Today, we're breaking down the incredible journeys of celebrities who went from broke to billionaire. We often see the luxury lifestyle, the mansions, the cars, the red carpets, but we rarely see the starting point. For many billionaires in entertainment, the beginning was struggle, poverty, rejection, homelessness, debt. What separates them isn't just talent, it's strategy, ownership, risk-taking. They didn't just rely on paychecks, they built brands, invested smartly, and turned influence into equity. Let's dive into the stories of celebrities who transformed hardship into billion-dollar empires. 1. Oprah Winfrey, from poverty to media. Mogul Oprah Winfrey grew up in extreme poverty in rural Mississippi. She faced a difficult childhood filled with instability and hardship. At one point, she wore dresses made from potato sacks because her family couldn't afford clothes, but Oprah didn't just chase fame, she chased ownership. After becoming a successful talk show host, she negotiated something most people overlook: control. She owned her production company, Harpo Productions, which gave her ownership over her content. That single decision changed everything. Instead of earning just a salary, she earned from syndication, licensing, and global distribution. Her media empire expanded into publishing, film, and television networks. Her story proves that talent gets attention, but ownership builds wealth. 2. Jay-Z, from Brooklyn streets to business. In Pure J's didn't T grow up surrounded by opportunity. Raised in the Marcy projects of Brooklyn, he experienced poverty firsthand. Before music success, he hustled to survive. But once he broke into the rap industry, he treated it like a launch pad, not the final destination. He founded Rockefeller Records, invested in fashion with launched a luxury champagne brand, and built stakes in tech companies and streaming platforms. Instead of spending like a superstar, he invested like a CEO. Music made him famous. Business made him a billionaire. 3. Rihanna, turning fame into a beauty empire. It didn't become a billionaire from music alone. While she had global hits and massive tours, her biggest financial breakthrough came from business. She launched Fenty Beauty with a focus on inclusivity, offering foundation shades for skin tones that were often ignored by major brands. The market responded instantly. By partnering strategically and retaining ownership stakes, Rihanna built a beauty empire valued in the billions. She proved that understanding a gap in the market can be more powerful than topping music charts. 4. Tyler Perry, from homeless to Hollywood. Powerhouse Tyler Perry once lived in his car while trying to make his stage plays successful. His early productions struggled financially, and for years he faced rejection. But Perry believed in controlling his work. Instead of waiting for major studios to take over, he built his own production studio in Atlanta, one of the largest in the United States, by owning his scripts, characters, and production rights. He kept a massive share of profits. His Medea franchise alone generated hundreds of millions of dollars. Ownership again became the key factor in reaching billionaire status. 5. Kim Kardashian, from reality TV to business mogul. Kim Kardashian may have entered fame through reality television, but she didn't stop there. Before the spotlight, her family faced financial challenges, and her early career involved organizing closets for celebrities. She turned social media influence into product empires. Her beauty and shapewear brands were built with strong branding, direct-to-consumer strategies, and massive digital marketing power. Instead of being just a personality, she became a brand architect. Leveraging audience loyalty into product sales pushed her into billionaire territory. 6. Kanye West, music, fashion, and billion-dollar vision. Kanye West faced financial instability in his early career and even reported heavy debt at one point. Despite being a global music star, he publicly claimed he was millions in debt. During the mid-2010s, his breakthrough came from fashion partnerships. The Yeezy collaboration with Adidas transformed sneaker culture and generated billions in revenue. His journey shows how intellectual property and brand collaborations can create massive wealth beyond entertainment alone. 7. George Lucas. Betting on ownership. George Lucas wasn't born wealthy. Early in his filmmaking career, he made a bold move while negotiating the original Star Wars deal. He retained merchandising rights. At the time, merchandise seemed insignificant, but toys, games, and licensing exploded into a multi-billion-dollar industry. When he later sold Lucasfilm to Disney for over $4 billion, it cemented his place among celebrity billionaires. His foresight on intellectual property changed Hollywood forever. Point 8. LeBron James. Athlete to billion-dollar brand. LeBron James grew up in Akron, Ohio, raised by a single mother who struggled financially. Basketball gave him opportunity, but business strategy built his wealth. LeBron invested in media companies, production houses, and major brands. Instead of just endorsing products, he pursued equity deals. He became one of the first active NBA players to reach billionaire status, proving that athletes can transition from players to powerful investors. What they all did differently, looking at these journeys, patterns appear. They didn't rely only on salaries. They prioritized ownership. They turned influence into equity. They built brands, not just careers. Most importantly, they thought long-term. Fame opened doors, but business decisions built empires. The bigger lesson: these stories aren't just about money. They're about mindset. Many of these celebrities started with disadvantages: poverty, instability, rejection. What separated them was vision. They understood that popularity is temporary, but ownership can last decades. They moved from being talent to being decision makers. From employees to entrepreneurs, billionaire status didn't come overnight. It came from risk, reinvention, and strategic thinking. Going from broke to billionaire sounds like a movie plot, but for these celebrities, it became reality. Not because they were lucky, but because they leveraged fame into ownership, invested smartly, and built systems that generated wealth long after the spotlight shifted. Talent can change your life, but strategy can change your legacy. And maybe that's the biggest difference between being famous and being financially unstoppable.